Hey friends, today in this video I will show you how we can install and configure OpenSSH Server in Windows Server operating system. Earlier you have used OpenSSH Server in Linux machine, but now today we will see how we can install and configure it on Windows Server. So I'm going to open the PowerShell because I will use the PowerShell command method for installing and configuring OpenSSH server in Windows Server. So I'm going to open the PS1 file where I just mentioned all the commands in a single file, that is SSH installation and configuration. So this is the PowerShell command that you will use to install the OpenSSH server on your Windows operating machine. So first I will use this get dash windows capability online where object name like OpenSSH server and add windows capability online. So this will just install it from internet. So you have to just enable the internet on the machine where you just want to install the OpenSSH server using PowerShell method. So I'm going to execute this specific command. So we'll use this run selection. Now this is just trying to fetch the details from internet. So you can see now this has been begin over here. Now this has been installed successfully. You can see this is the online status true, restart needed false. Now once you install this, you can verify the services, I mean OpenSSH, by using this command. So I'm going to execute this specific second line over here. So OpenSSH version is there, 0.0.1.0 is installed, state is installed. So the second line is used to verify the OpenSSH version, whether this has been installed or not. So next, once you install this, because you just verified by using the second line command, next you need to just enable the service like automatic, and startup type is automatic over here, and the service name is SSHD. So I'm going to execute the third one. So service has been enabled and startup type is automatic. Next you need to just start the service by using the fourth line, that is start dash service SSHD. So now this has been started. You can just cross check the by using the status command. Next is, once you enable the SSHD service by automatic and you have started the service, next you need to just configure few of the settings, like which users will use the SSH from SSH client. So this all can be just configured inside the SSHD_config file. This is the default file which has been just created once you have started the SSHD service on your Windows machine. Next you need to just execute this. So this will prompt a notepad with this file. Now here you need to just specify the configurations, whatever the configurations you just required to enable, either if you just want to allow any specific users or groups, or if you just want to allow or deny any groups as well. So these all can be configured in this SSHD_config file. Because we are just installing this installed this SSH on server operating system, and this is a part of domain, so you need to specify the group name like this. So I'm going to, on the bottom of this config file, and I need to specify allow groups and info alias slash SSH_admins, because I just specified a group name which is created inside my Active Directory. So I will show you. This is a group name ssh underscore access, and this group having one member, that is test.ssh. So I specified the group name ssh admins ssh access. So this is a group name which I just specified over here. And similarly, if you just want to allow any specific user, so what you need to do, allow user, and then you need to specify the username. Now post specifying the user or group name, you have to specify GSS API authentication yes. So this is because we just specified GSS API authentication yes, because we just want to authenticate the Active Directory users over here. So for Curvidos authentications, you require to specify this line. Otherwise, if you are just installing or configuring your OpenSSH server on independent server, so you don't require to specify this one. You have to only specify the users, allow users and username, like administrator or some other account which you just created on a local machine where you have configured your OpenSSH server. So post specifying this, you need to just save it. After saving, you need to restart the SSHD service, and also you can also change the port as well. Over here you can see the currently the default port is 2022, but if you just make the changes, suppose if you just want to use some different port instead of 22, so you need to make the changes as per your requirement. But currently we don't require to make the changes for the port, so it will be default used by 22 port. I'm going to save it. Post saving, you need to just restart the SSHD service by using this command restart dash service SSHD. Now this has been restarted. Now we will verify on a client machine, like the users who are the part of this group can only access the SSH from this server. So we'll see. Now post configuring these all settings, we are just going to use the account which is the member of this SSH access group. So currently test.ssh is the account which I'm going to use to log in on a client machine, and where I will try to access the server by using the SSH protocol. So I'm going to use this one. Either we will use a putty or SSH command on Windows client machine. So I'm going to log out this server and will go log in on the client machine. Now this is a client machine where I'm going to open the CMD, because I haven't installed putty over this machine, but you can install the putty on your client machine, and you can just connect through the putty as well. But I'm currently using SSH command, and this is SSHK and the server IP address. Now you can see the authenticity of host 10.0.0.5 can't be established, because we need to just are you sure you want to continue connecting, yes or no? Yes. Permanently added, because because this is the first time we are just using SSH command to connect this server. So that's why we just received this message like permanently added 10.0.0.5 to the list of known hosts on this machine. Now it's asking the password. Now we just connected on this OpenSSH server through the client machine using SSH command. So this is the method which you need to just follow to install and configure OpenSSH server on Windows Server 2022 or some other Windows server as well. So now we just use a client machine, and we used a user which is the part of the group which we just added while configuring the SSH configuration file on the server. Thank you for watching this video.